The Gospel reading today is from St. Luke and is Jesus's words warning of the coming signs that people will see, of trouble, of challenges, of disasters, and encourages those who hear him to remain faithful, to look above and to look beyond, and to see the kingdom of heaven and the Son of Man coming in glory. We're in a period of watching and waiting for signs. What will the announcements be about the next years? How will that affect the way that we live? How will that affect our lives and our communities and the way in which we keep the coming days? We're watching and waiting to see what we will do for Christmas, how we will get through that season, who we will be able to be with, what we will do to mark those days. We're watching and we're waiting. We worry about the things that we see and the things that we hear. We read the signs, we interpret the news, and we wait. But perhaps our calling isn't to be distracted by those things. Perhaps Jesus is calling us to look above and beyond, to not be weighed down by the days, not be weighed down by the news and the endless discussion and the endless questioning, but instead to look up and beyond and to see what it is that we are celebrating in the coming days. We're preparing ourselves through the season of Advent, which begins on Sunday, to welcome Christ, to acknowledge and to recognize his presence amongst us and within us. And so perhaps we need to think about how we can do that best. What is it that we can do to give time, to give space, and to listen to God through the season that lies ahead of us? To recognize that what we celebrate is the coming of his Son. What we celebrate is Christ's presence with us. And to see and to recognize that that is there in the midst of all the challenges, in the midst of all the news, in the midst of all the worries and the questions. So let's think about what we can do over the coming weeks to prepare ourselves to celebrate with joy the birth of Christ, and to show that joy in the way that we live and the way that we face the challenges that lie ahead.